Sweet the sound saves the rich like me. I once was lost. There's a stupid bike. It's too tall to ride. I'll fall off the fucking thing. Yeah, rotate the wheel a little bit, won't you? Now found. Seems to be higher up like this. My Dysfunctional CIA Family, Part 35. Mrs. Robinson. She was just like Mrs. Robinson. She had a bevy of teenage boys around her. The wife of the chair of the sociology department. Damn. God, that's why. Man, even better. Right? It's like, yeah, it's very sensual. Breathing. The human. Water baby. You know, the human, the water ape theory. Well, she saved my life. She made sure those guys were watching. I went around the swimming pool, started to drown, so I got my taste of drowning. She made sure I got a taste of drowning. Damn, man, that was that. Because she knew. I didn't taste, God, it actually got in my lung. The second time was over in Missouri. Could be the 11-Point River or the Current River, but it might be another one where it's more social. They got the, God, white trash. Regular people go, or those, like, it's at the, where the rocks, the ford is. Like, you drive across and it's all rocks. Actually, that part of it might have been cement already. Yeah, and it's got the spillway, but it's all like a couple feet high or something. It's really cool. They are one of those rivers. And so we're on the right bank, you know, looking, if you drop a little toy boat in the water, look down, like right and left. That's the standard right bank upstream from that a little bit. And there's a swing rope. And all the kids were swinging off into the thing, and I can swim better than 2/3 of them, or something maybe. 3/4, but I almost drowned. I hit the, there's like a whirlpool into something. Maybe centrifugal force, but it was really bad, and currents that will make you try to swim against it. But I think I was dropping too, or there's something going under. And you go right into it. And that was a setup, man. It was like kids would die there. And so it's like I'm there, like, to get fucking drowned. So I do that, and a little bit later, my mom and my dad ran into me. My mom had been hysterical that I had drowned, and I had been missing a little bit. My dad's all blowing it off and being weird, and it always stuck with me. How she was and how he was. Like, she knew instinctively. And he was doing a thing. They already told him I didn't drown. And he had set that shit up, or let it go. You just let it go with the fucking flow. Like that. And that's what that is. So I was going to get drowned there, okay? I was going to die. What here? Before the divorce. Maybe I was 10. God, maybe around that time. Shit. Maybe it is around that time. Like, maybe, can't he die? Maybe? Okay, so when we're all the way out in Missouri, my dad tells a story. Way out in the Ozarks. One time the FBI came. 2 FBI guys come. And they find him, say, Mr. Hawks, well, you're a hard guy to find, and we need you to vouch for this other professor. He's going to go to overseas, and he needs a security clearance, like that. And they like to do it in person. Just fucking ran into him way out in the woods. And they're like, you're a hard guy to find. And that's like, that's the fucking, another thing. Warning my dad off, but probably just everyone the fuck else, everything around there. Just fuck off. No, you're not going to do it. you're not going to get to do it. I was always in a life jacket. My dad would never let me out, so it had to be some other thing. You know, like, don't want to get blamed, nothing. Shit. My whole life, I like grew up like fucking wrapped up in a fucking life jacket. One of those fucked up ones, the orange with a fucking pillow thing behind it. Can't fucking move. My uncle with his kids, they're all over the place because it's like my dad doesn't want to get any fucking blame. Okay, so that's that. And another time, well, so I would have been. So I got a pocket knife when I was 10 years old. So that's the rule. My dad's dad had done the same thing with him. Like, so on his 10th birthday, a pocket knife. And so me and my dad had a thing. And so I had the knife. And so he took it away. He was going to come in and do some more spankings and shit. So, and then so later I got it back. And that probably, so you know, my birthday's in October. So it's probably that next summer. It's like not even that warm. You know, later. So we're out at this woods thing. It's around like where we camp and there's like water. And it was weird because we don't really go anywhere. Kind of go down and then something around, something with a canoe, just to be there, kind of boring. And it was like, fucking, and I know when it was because he gave me back the knife, the pocket knife. So it was probably the next summer or something. Like, I'm not sure how long it took for that incident to happen. I think it wasn't real long, or maybe it was summer, a couple months. So it might be that. Next year, just before I'm 11. Maybe, I don't think it's further off. But it could have been like a longer until I fucked it up with a knife or whatever thing. I don't think I had it a long time. Okay, so it's that. And then, and he was weird with it. And it's weird as that time at vacation to give it back and be, he was all fucking weird, serious, like douchebag motherfucker with all his shit wrapped up in it. Handing back serious, trying to be serious. Like a business deal or something. But okay, so I was there. Maybe it was when we first showed up. So we're there, the canoe's there, like, you know, we go to this camp place, we're gonna camp. And it's a campground I have, like, it's right next to the water, this fucking river thing. And he takes the truck and he drives it away. He has to go do something and come back. And he took a long ass fucking time, over an hour or maybe more. And I was thinking he's missing or something. It's always stuck with me. And that whole camping trip. And then we just hung around that area. How it's weird. And how I have this whole thing about how if he disappeared and never saw him, what if he had died or something. But it's really like me, okay? Because like he told me, and you guys, you know, he had a story, heard a story, there's a professor that he knows, that would have to be Iowa or Southern Illinois University, who was like, had a kid, and they were, the kid's at the boat, maybe even still with a life jacket or something, maybe it doesn't matter, and like, you know, the dad goes to get the car to put the canoe on and drives away. When he comes back, the kid had fallen down, banged his head, and drowned in like 5 inches of water. Face down, he heard that. And there probably is no such thing. Like it's a slip, right? And you guys will know that. I can't believe the FBI actually came out there. So that's some shit with the State Department and all that, you know, and security clearance, and they rig it to do that. You're like, fuck, man. Tore that shit up, right? Damn, man. Yeah, because they were going to do me. Or there's a sort of a thing. Okay, then one more thing, and that's okay. We were out, my brother and me and my dad. We were on a camping trip later. Maybe that is right after the divorce. Maybe. No, he's not quite divorced yet, is he? Or he had just been moving out of the house. So I'm not sure, but we're on this river. Maybe that's in Missouri again, but it's kind of a douchebag river. And there's kids that are like, with summer camp and stuff. And he starts complaining how they don't have life jacket and stuff. And you talk to some of the kids, they don't use life jacket properly. They don't know how to paddle. And he gets all upset about water safety and stuff, and it was weird, okay? And so then it's like a day later or two, a couple of days later, we're going downstream, and the kids are up ahead, and one of them had drowned. And they said a girl was out in the water, and a teenage boy jumped in the water to rescue her. He's a dumbass, and can't swim anyway, so he drowns. And I said, I think we're upstream from it, and I said, hey, we go down there and look. He says, and he's like, oh, you want to see the corpse? You want to see the corpse? Like that. He said it a certain way. Nothing like he ever says anything about anything, or like it's weird, and like he's in his little stir, probably previous, like he's fucking in the know, motherfucker. And that was a weird place. If I look really hard, there'd be arrowheads. Or that's the first place I think, or those spear tip things or something. If you look where the rocks sort. Because there's so much activity. Actually, I found, I think, just anywhere. If you really just get the right rock weight, shape, size, and look, you find those. But they get worn down in these creeks, though. I mean, it was a river thing. That could somehow be in Illinois, too, but just over. It's not really great. It's got mud banks and maybe and stuff. And yeah, it drops down with a mud bank and this river. Damn, man. But then, okay, so that's a kind of camp. And then it's like a year later or something like that. Out of the blue, he goes and he's a camp counselor for one time in one summer. And he goes off and he's at a summer camp. And he does that. And he's the guy who does the boating and instructs. Talks about boating, does boating. So that'd be water safety too, I guess, all that, right? And I was connected to the two, or like it's like he was like thinking it's serious, it leaks and shit, Fuck, man. It is, and he came back all weenie, like, oh man, there's people. I don't know, like they can't put him with anything because he's gonna be like, no, I need my comfortable nest. I gotta be my Ward Cleaver. I gotta be like, fucking. Not in trouble. No, you gotta do it naughty. You gotta be hanging out there. It's like, but I can't do it if I can't. So he's like that. So he never fucking. Because they run these motherfuckers like they're always got something. Damn. So that's that. That shit'll fucking. And Watership Down. Like when I got sent away to summer camp. The guy was fucking our camp counselor. It's like fucking. In our fucking place, we had to go to bed at fucking whatever, it's 8:30 or 7:45. Turn off lights in silence. And he's like, and you could hear them in the other, like they're in the Fellini train or in the Bergman train, and all goofy or next door, like all up all night, and he said he called it Watership Down. He said read the book and Watership Down. He always like drummed that into our head, so I'll never forget. Yeah. So that's that. And then, yeah, Mrs. Robinson. So you come in. She was just like Mrs. Robinson, too. She was. Damn, the son, Mr. Fago, and probably the older son. The other one is a teenage boy. He's Mr. Fago. He'd be suntan and stuff. But it's probably, yeah, and then it's got, where are they coming from? Mother's daughters or something. But yeah, that's their little thing. Damn, man. That's what that was. And some of it was up in the thing. Getting left, not running on the gay train. Shit. Damn, man, that's what that was. God, I miss it, because they crushed all that shit out, probably. That did save my life, too. Got me a taste. I always do this theory, like the sensual, like breathing, like we're water apes, and the water instincts that had to come in. That might have happened before chimps and gorillas. Our common ancestor might have been doing water and being able to stand up on the hind legs and reach up onto the branches and get out of the water and climb into the trees. And chimps and gorillas like went back to like crawling around the ground and like that stuff. But it might be the common ancestor was more human-like for some of the stuff. Like that's the theory. And they found one fossil they think is consistent with that, even though it's impossible to really find everything. But but it's a cool theory. God. So, missing the hit, living the hit. So my wife, damn man, when we met, I was being such a douche or something. I asked her out, like I said, let's go fly a kite. She said, yeah, we should go fly a kite. We should come over before. I was being so weird about everything. We should go fly a kite because I saw a kite at a store for $1.50. It's fucking March or something. Hell, we'll go down to Revere Beach and fly a kite. Because I had to have an excuse, and so let's go fly a kite. So we went out there, and actually we did. I didn't know, so she fell on her head back in Havana. Went into a coma for like 10 fucking days or something when she was 3, back in 1963. And so she was supposedly, her and her cousin, who was 15 at the time, was flying the kite. And the cousin lost, they went to close to the edge, and the cousin started to fall, and she reached out and grabbed my wife, like in, 3-year-old, and like accidentally pulled her, and they both fell down. Okay, so the cousin fell down, she's all fucked up, and my wife was like all fucked up, and I had to get a doctor from Hungary and everything. All the communists are all like coming around, and so I realized, that's a hit. God damn, man. And it's so obvious. Anyone's going to see it. They'll have kite. You'd be like in Moscow, or you could be in Portugal. You could be anywhere, and you say kite, and it goes in. All the translators back in those days for 70s, they type it in. It's in the index, and you can say kite and something else. Just back then, you'd be like kite, Havana, kite, anything more, Cuban, anything. Yeah, back in that lady who used to be Castro's secretary back when he was a divorce lawyer? Well, her daughter was flying a kite with her older cousin, and they fell off the roof, and you better be careful, or some shit, right? And that was, God knows what, and the thing is, I know what it is, it's like fucking this. Everyone's around with the Homestead Air Force Base or something, everything's like in the fuck, that's British too. Everything, all roads lead to a fucking Homestead Air Force Base. But that's British. All that shit, then they go get, someone goes, get a translate, I'll be translating, I'll go learn Russian and go there. After, and it's like, that goes where you can stop over in London or something to refuel, probably back in 63. Be there, everyone's like, hey, you're hating Castro a little bit too much. I think, I've heard enough of this. Castro is a son of a bitch. Castro is a son of a bitch. And then, because, yeah. That's what that is. They got the fucking airplane, man. That was fucking radar airplane straight to Colombia. That's what it is. That's why I'm seeing that shit, and why they run shit in front of me. Fuck, man. All my life, and they'd be like, wake up someday, wake up or something, right? Or maybe just say something. You have your stories. Man, wasn't that a coincidence of a thing, or this happened and that? Okay, so, yeah, so, God, man, it's so obvious. I don't know how really the story goes. Man, I already said it in the fucking car, and these motherfuckers listen. So it's like, you get this, it's like she's 15-year-old. It's like babysitting. They gotta get her on it. Like, dude, we're gonna do it. So she's got the horror guilt, right? Like that. It fucking do her fucking thing, just right, whatever, right? Something, get her pregnant. You need an abortion. What are you? Something, right? And get it just right. Okay. And as soon as she's like, okay, and then they could be back. She's no way back, right? And they could be around. And then she's in the hospital somewhere else, getting the abortion. And whatever. And so it could be like that and everything. And having guilt the whole fucking life. Oh, I was falling off and I pulled you, and she can explore the guilt. I don't know, I shouldn't have reached out. I think that's what happened. The kite probably fucking blew away or something. And it's like that, right? And like stay. And that's where we're getting this shit. And then they come fuck with my daughter and shit. You're like, what's your thing? Your family's not some vaginal fucking hitman and weird fucking shit. And get someone hooked and entangled, and it's too fucking weird. And which side? The other side? Because it's like, that's British. They get their piece, because they murdered Kennedy that fucking year, too. That is that. They're running, they like just defer to it. They put it over in fucking London, City of London, whatever the fuck it is. In Moscow, whatever the fuck they probably do. Probably is in Moscow. Probably Kim Philby and his motherfuckers. They're not even in London. They're in fucking Moscow. The Kim Philby motherfuckers. That whole fucking thing, right? That side. And they kill Kennedy. So they do that shit. So that's what that is. That's why, oh man, I broke my hip. Years later, I didn't know you got so damage. She can't. And she never had kids because she broke her hip and something, right? And then it all just came to me in the car today. It was like boom, boom, boom. Damn, man. So they had the fucking, that's why. Okay? That's why they have that 10-year-old kid over in Kissimmee. You don't want to take my head off. He's talking, he knows what he's doing, too. He comes walking up to that bus stop out by the State Department. I call it. He comes walking up there. And I'm joking around. I was like I was thinking he wants to sit in the seat I'm sitting out close to the road, and I'm not gonna let him sit there. He comes walking up, and immediately as he's coming up, I feel like, oh my God. So I offer him the seat. Like, you wanna sit there? It's just not right? And I'm thinking, oh, that seat, that's the road. But no, that's the fucking point, man. Well, it's safer at the road, but you can jump either way. And you got the thing, and you got the fucking, all the stuff in the middle. Nothing, just concrete fucking pillars and shit. But then on the side, you gotta be able to go toward the road. And stuff. I just had that feeling that seat's his seat, man. But, like, he was, let me be proud of me. Oh God, that's why they did that shit to me. Fucking bitch with my lip and stuff. The dog. Giving me tularemia. Damn. Yes, that's that. So that's all that shit, right? Who knows what the good guys, bad guys, or whatever. Fucking ass, man. God, that is so funny. And I think there is a thing, these Cuban girls are so, like, it is just too beautiful. I think you lose your mind or something. Like, well, that's happened, in the Scarface movie, but they don't really show it like that. But really, the dude gets fucked. But he's all slick. He's like some gay actor. Oh, wait, we're getting married. And get, Tony, don't shoot me in the stomach. Ow. Right? Like that. If I really, it's like, no, if you're a little more nerdy, go crazy. You lose his fucking mind. He'd lose his mind. Or like, man, I don't know what to do. I gotta be on drugs too. I can't. I'm addicted to this, like, motherfucker. Yeah, they did that. Damn, man. So that's that, my dad. And the thing is, like, so he's supposed to, he would have died in the civil rights, like I had said, like, And so you got that. And I got that training too. I get that from him, like a martyr thing. But that's professional stuff. That's the Cold War stuff. All through the 50s. So he's class of 53 in high school. To be early. And then going on toward college and all the life humiliations and all the ups and downs and all the stuff. And they did this stuff during World War II. That's, dear John, oh my God, I had such a big thought. And we had the, something, and we had the hugest fucking orgasm. You're such a hero, though. You go on with your life. They probably worked all that shit and, made guys heroes, even guys that have been through it, and they do the other. And it's a thing in life, and you passed, and it gets weaponized. A lot of people get upset that it gets used. So they're working him. He was gonna be one of those Unitarian. He was like, Dad's a Unitarian minister, the big minister, and his uncle's gonna be head of the Unitarian church. I mean, his brother-in-law, my uncle, Uncle Chuck. That's why it's so weird, man. God, in the weird shit, all this shit just follows me. All the fucking shit. Damn, man, they probably did. It's probably just what I said. And get one kid, and then they can work it. Right? God. And even, and that'll be this thing. That's a placeholder. And you think you're good. You're on the other side of the fucking world and you ever say kite, right? Who the fuck ever talks about a kite, right? And they might, if you look at it, might be, oh man, the spycraft, 30 times in the world they've done kite. Something weird with a kite, right? And it's easy to sort through, so. God, it's like, fuck, man, right? That is so weird. So I asked her, I said we should go fly a kite. My cheesy way of asking to go on a date. We had to come over to the house before, but that was like, supposedly other people are invited. I was such a douche. And then it's like, that's so weird I would say that. It's like, so yeah. Damn, my mom knew too. Like she was worried I had drowned when we were out at that river. So that might not be the 11 point or the current river. We go on those two. The 11 point is the most dramatic in rapids, even though in current sounds like we have more current, but it has less. I remember that. We'd be doing those two. But this might have been a different one, and my mom's there. And so that's got to be way before 12. Maybe I was 10 or something. So she stopped kind of going. She'd be like saying, there's a mosquito or it's hot or something when we're camping. Damn, man. God. Watership down. So you watch the cartoon they made out of it, and they go to this one place. That's why the guys, and it's like, all the rabbits are nice, man, nice. You get the place, you found your place. Hey, does this watership down? I don't know. We're supposed to go to the heaven. We're supposed to go to the happy land. They're over there yet. No, these guys are so nice. They're so here. And they go, oh my God, they go to the middle hole. And oh my God, there's heads of cabbage, there's everything, carrots. Oh my God, they just dropped them right in there. Ooh. And the other rabbits, God, I've eaten so much or something, right? So go in there. And they go in there. And one goes in and gets his head caught in a snare. Or it's outside. Oh no, it's a snare. And the guys are chasing him. He's like, ugh. And he pulling. It's just this fucking wire with a noose and a post little in the ground. He won't stop pulling it. He's like, oh, help me, I'm dying. Oh, he's pulling it, he won't stop, and he's crying, and like, help me. And he won't stop pulling it. It's probably how we're all being, right? Isn't it? Like a dumbass. And they were all desperately chewing at the wooden post to get it. And they finally get it. I think they saved life just in time. Maybe he dies. Does he die? Jesus, I don't know. Maybe he does. It's too sad. It's too serious of a fucking movie. Cartoon. It's too creepy too. It's like it probably is. It's probably like Animal Farm. Except they're catching George Orwell's a fucking Nazi. And they're like fucking telling on him the whole fucking time.